Hi everyone, Scrappy Kathy here with day 5 of Scrap Squad's 12 days of Christmas Scraplifts, and I'm going to convert this really amazing Christmas page to a non-Christmas page, and I'm going to start by ignoring the mixed media that's on there. I would love to do that, but I'm not feeling it for the page I'm gonna do. So I'm gonna skip that. I'm gonna kind of, I've got a black and white background. It's not the diagonal stripes. I'm skipping the red stripes. I've got a winter paper that has a teal color instead of green. I've got a teal, this is like an Echo Park paper from the Imagine That collection from a few years back. And I'm going to do a cluster over here that will not include Santa Claus. It's going to have a bunch of stuff. I have a bunch of stuff on my table that I may or may not use. I've got some papery pieces from a couple Vicki Boutin collections, some Vicki Boutin stickers from Print Shop, I think, and then some ephemera from Discover and Create. James is wearing a plaid shirt in the photo, so as a nod to that, I've got a Christmas plaid. I'm going to put a little strip of it here, and I'm not sure where, but I'm going to put some more on the other side. I've got some washi tape, so we'll see what's going to happen. I'm just going to start, and we'll see where we end up. I'm going to just go ahead and get this down. I think I'm not going to worry whether it's evenly spaced. In fact, I'm going to intentionally space it unevenly. And the white, I cut this down by maybe 3/4 of an inch on one side and 1/2 inch on the other side. And I've got this paper, which I cut down, I think 3/4 of an inch, or maybe 1 1.25 inches or something, I forget. Anyway, I made them graduated sizes, and in the original, they're just 2 sides of this underneath paper, the green paper that shows. There's some stitching on hers, and I'm going to stamp some stitching, but first she laid down the striped strips, and then she stitched those on. So I'm going to lay them down. Now this striped paper is paper I've been hoarding for almost 10 years. It is this gorgeous paper from a collection called Altitude by Bo Bunny from 2014. And it's absolutely gorgeous on both sides. And I had 3 or 4 sheets of this, and this is my last one. Okay, I'm gonna just kind of stick this here and have it kind of be uneven, and I'm gonna do the same thing over here. But before I do it over there, I want to add this washi tape. I'm gonna rip the washi tape. And I'm going to lay it. It's okay if it's torn because that kind of adds to the grungy look that I'm going for. Let's see, and I will kind of do that there. And I have a strip of paper that makes no sense, except that I'm going to use that color, that pink color, elsewhere on the page. Okay, there. And then now what I'm going to do is a long strip of this here, and I'm going to tuck this under instead of over. And I'm going to kind of put it wonky on there and have it kind of hanging off the end here. Let me do this. I don't know that I really wanted that way. So I'm going to put this right here, and then I'm going to take this little bit and put it right there. So I've kind of got, and I'll curl that up and kind of mess things up a bit there. I'm going to use this doily underneath. I should have used it underneath this, and since this is just dry adhesive, I can do that. Okay. And then my photo goes here, and I need a small strip of something unexpected right there, and I will figure that out in a minute. I don't want to use this plaid again there. I'm just going to go ahead and put this down. Okay, and I know that I want this jar here, and I was going to put it underneath the doily so that you can see it makes the doily show up better. And then I have this guy, which I was going to use in an unconventional way, maybe hiding. Let's see if I can make that work. there's a lot of Christmas greenery in the original, and I don't need to mimic that. For right now, I'm going to hold those to the side. She's got a little banner, and I thought I would run a banner kind of across here. And I want to use the squirrel. I have two of them. I wasn't sure which direction I was going to have it face, but maybe here. Let's get this side done. I know that I want this. There is in the original, it looks like a piece of kind of plaid pattern paper, and I'm going to use a guess check there. Actually, you know what I didn't do is I didn't stamp the stitching. So let me get all this stuff off of here. I'm even gonna, well, no, I'll leave that on there because I don't need to stitch where that would cover it up anyway. So let's do this. I have a stamp with some wonky stitching, and it came from this set, which I bought from Amazon. It doesn't have a brand name, and I'm sure they just sent it to me when they pulled it off the boat from China. So I'm gonna go, oh my goodness, that's not sticking. Okay. And let me get something to let me do this. Okay, I really like how that's looking. I like all the heavy contrast there. And this is just really adding to that look. And that's on there crooked because I want to be able to kind of curl the paper and make it look like it's kind of been all bent up like the original looks. I love this page. And I knew when I started prepping it that it was going to take me a while, but I have all day under doctor's orders to be lazy. My EKG was not good this morning, so I've had to cancel the shoulder surgery and all the other stuff I was supposed to have done. And I'll find out tomorrow whether they're going to do the cardio version or whether they're going to try another ablation or whatever. Okay, so we've got that done, and I'm trying to ignore it and watch Midsummer Murders or Paris Murders. I guess I could go French or English with my murders today. And let's see where we go next. I'm gonna pull the guest check out, and I'm gonna wrinkle it up, kind of, and then glue it down. And yeah, I'm gonna put the jar back in a minute. I'll glue it down kind of like so. I'll get the jar. Oh, okay. Back under here. I'm gonna kind of slide it. I'm gonna wrinkle up the ticket and slide it under here. It's an unexpected color, and I like that about it. There's, in addition to this background, there's another kind of a ticket, and then there's something else like a Project Life card or something that sticks out. And I kind of like this for being what sticks out here. And I'm going to put it at a different angle, and I'll put a little foam behind it. And I'm going to cut the corners off. And I'm going to distress it and punch a hole so I can use some twine. So this says big smile because Ava hates having her photo taken, and she doesn't smile. Here she's kind of doing her fake smile, and every time her dad goes in there, he just thinks she's so cute he wants to take a picture, and she hates that. So let's get some, okay, I've got some foam here. This is from a cut apart sheet from, I couldn't tell you which collection. I've mixed all those things up. Let's see, I have a hole punch here. Okay, got it perfect. Who knew? Okay, so I'm gonna do that right there, and then I can't cover that up with whatever else I do. I have these guys that I want to put there, and so I'm gonna there and there. Let me just kind of was having a discussion with my friend Sharon this morning. And she was talking about how she's not a fan of dimension. And oh my gosh, that's not me. I like dimension so much that I probably have as much foam as paper on any given layout, and it doesn't bother me in the least to add those to an album. Okay, now I have this other bit right here that kind of could add to the color story going on here, but I don't need all of it, although maybe I do. And I didn't have any photos or embellishments even of cookies, but I do have a donut that has sprinkles on it, and there are some cookies in this cookie shop oh boy, is it dangerous. Very thick, you know, very good, thick cookies. I'm just gonna put that right there, and I'll do a little glue, and I'll curl it over because it adds that kind of green. And I've got, this is the donut that kind of looks like a cookie. Not sure if I want to put it there. I've got more things than I need. I've got the plaid there. I was gonna add it over here too. Maybe sneaking out from behind here. I think I'll do that. And I'll put liquid glue so I can move it around and tuck it way back in there. And I'm just going to put it even with all these other things. There we go. You can hardly see it, and that's just what I wanted. A metro ticket, maybe, right in here. Okay, here's this guy. I'm going to put some foam on each end. I love the look of stitching on every layout I see it on. And I get that same feeling when I look at stamped stitching. So, yay. Let's make sure that's, okay, that is straight above there. Now let me see if I can, I want some kind of little something in there. I'm just gonna put some foam on this and insert that just right there. And I've got this sticker, which I may just not even try to take off the backing. Let me put it right there, and I'm gonna layer this maybe with another, maybe I'll do this flower here, but I want to put it on foam. There, and now I'm going to put this kind of down under the flower. There we go. And I want to get some black and white twine. We're going to run it through here. I'm going to try to pull it through like that so that it's not a conventional sort of closure there. I've got this flower, and then I've got another one of those. I think I'm going to forego those. I also wanted to use this, and I am going to use it. Let me cut it in half. Kind of go there. And maybe I could do the other half down here, kind of coming out of one of those layers of matte under the photo. And I've got this that says, so many reasons to smile, hint, hint. And I need to do something to close this little gap. I think I'm going to get my stamp and do some ugly stitching, stamping there. It didn't go all the way across, but I did go all the way across on the other corners. So let me kind of get this there. And I'm gonna go like so. Okay, and that's perfect. It overlaid and got extra messy. So that's fine. I wanted to work this little flower in, but I'm not seeing a place for it. I've got this butterfly sticker. And I think I'm going to try to do this. Okay, I like that. Now, seeing it now, I'm thinking I don't need a lot of this. And I think instead of calling it Cookie Monster, I may just call it Time for a Snack. And I'm going to put this. What I'm going to do, though, I'm going to distress it and maybe ink it. What can I ink it with? What color do I want to ink it with? I'm going to ink it with a blue. Let's go for Salty Ocean. And I'm going to really ink it messy to make it look kind of old. Of course, Salty Ocean is kind of a bright, clear, pretty color, which doesn't scream antique or distressed. So I'm going to put this down here. And then I have another, this time for a snack, I could put right here. And I'm going to distress it or ink it with the same color. I have lots of blues and teals and aquas in there. And see, I'm glad I didn't bother with mixed media because you wouldn't be able to see it. And I like the pure white because then you can kind of see the little arrows on the washi tape and you see the stitching and it all kind of looks sort of cool. Okay, let me get another piece of tape to go behind this. And I don't think I have room for or desire for any more of a title than this time for a snack. So in order to set it off, let me get it running from here to here. I'm wondering if I need another squirrel. And I'm thinking you can never have too many squirrels on a page about a little girl who's not so little anymore, who used to be called Baby Squirrel. So let me okay, and then it kind of breaks the line and goes off into that. I think we're done. I will probably add some journaling about her new job. And I have this little thing that says nuts about you that I didn't put. There was a page I did yesterday. You won't see it until the 17th, but I couldn't fit it into yesterday's page, but I bet I can make it work. Here. There we go. He's covering up the nuts part, but I'm probably okay with that. Now, I do want some splatters. But let me see. I have some small embellishments. I'm going to stick a camera in somewhere, maybe right here. And let's see, I have all these others are like beach icons. I'm gonna do one of these. It's picked up some Smursh. Okay, do that. And then I have a, there's a black geotag here. That I wanted to add maybe right there. Just the little details going in there now. And I want to add some hearts, and I'm going to use different color ones kind of paired together. I might just leave those, and I'm going to add the stars after I've added a few sprinkles. Now, I need to cover that. Let me kind of do this. And not a whole lot. Now, the big reveal. Okay, so this is it. And that's kind of left white, which is fine. So, not a Christmas page, but I think I have most of the elements that that I kind of picked up on. And I have things that support the story, and so I'm happy with it. I ought to, when I put it out on YouTube, I ought to title it "Not a Christmas Page," you know, because this time of year, all the pages out there are Christmas pages. Yeah, let's see. The black and white is from Bella Boulevard. Engaged at Last. I bought a Bella Boulevard surprise box one time and got a whole bunch of wedding related and baby related papers. So I'm using the B-sides of those. And then imagine that, I don't know if you're familiar with that collection. It's there was a boys version and a girls version by Echo Park. Absolutely the cutest collections. And I bought the papers. This was double-sided, this teal, and then a lighter teal. So those are the papers I've used. And I just pull those from my regular stash. And this pink is a Vicki Boutin paper that's on the other side. It's the B side of a cut-apart page. And I had pulled the cut-apart page because I was maybe going to use it for this. But anyway, so that's my page. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye.